What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's almost snowmobile season. We're getting prepped for this stuff, and I am super excited to show you guys my new sled for this season. Now, as you know, if you've been following my channel for a while, I was on an XM chassis for a while, 3 years. Love that sled, never gave me a problem, was an awesome unit, but it was time to upgrade. It's a new season, we got some new sponsors on deck. It's gonna be a good year, okay? It's just gonna be a good year. So you guys are here for the sled reveal. Let me show you the blank canvas, almost blank canvas, with some upgrades. Let me just show you the sled. Alright guys, there is the new sled. 2020.5, 2020 and a half, Skidoo Summit X Expert 165. This was a first gen turbo model that Skidoo came out with. And these things are known to being so reliable. They do have the 165 horsepower tune on them, so not quite like the Gen 5s that are pushing 190. But this sled is going to be a major upgrade for me, and what most people out there I think are owning right now. When I go out to purchase something or I go out to upgrade, I want to stay a year or two behind everybody, just to kind of keep up with what is, what the market is saturated with. And these Gen 4 turbos are all over the place right now. So this sled's kind of special. Let me tell you why. This was Ice Age's R&D sled. This was a sled that they developed their new spindles off of and their skid. So this sled, it's been in Montana, it's been in Idaho, now it's in Utah. It had a full wrap on it. I'll actually put a picture up right here to show you, but I've started taking most all of it off. I'm almost down to nothing. But I wanted to save it just for this video to show you guys that it, in fact, it was Ice Age's sled. It has gone through a few revisions, but it does have low miles. It's only got 1,000 miles on it. So super excited about that. These turbos are going, these 20 and a halves are going, if maintained correctly, are going anywhere from, 1,500 to 3,000 miles. So I'm not worried about reliability. I've never been worried about reliability with these dudes. They've been great sleds. So big upgrade. Now I went 165 because that is what, when I saw this sled, I originally was gonna go 154 because I wanted a playful sled. I wanted a sled that was gonna wheelie. I wanted a sled that was gonna be easy to do hopovers, re-entries, that kind of stuff on. But I was torn because we get that sugary powder out here in Utah. We get that powder that is light, fluffy, and having these long track sleds like a 165 really help in keeping us on top of the snow and, going out there in that powder. Now, obviously, come springtime, this 165 is going to be a handful for sure. This thing's going to hook up and drag like crazy. It is going to be awesome. But I'm not worried about it. I've been riding a 163 for 3 years. I'm kind of used to that long track sled. But it does have the Expert tunnel. So with the Expert package, it's got that trim tunnel on it. Bumper's broken. We got to do a bumper on it. Let's talk about kind of the upgrades, what we're going to do to it. So right now, what it actually has on it is it's got the Ice Age Elevate spindles, which bring the front end out of the snow 1.5 inches more. So that's a huge upgrade in itself. a little bit more ski lift right out the gate. And then it has the Ice Age rails. These are the lightweight rails, so not the bomber rails that are completely solid all the way across. It has the rail brace on it. You know, the anti-stab, it's got their Hellfire 9-inch wheels on the back. So totally decked out skid along with Fox suspension. So we are hooked up in the rear with Fox suspension. Whoever traded this sled out before took the front ones off, unless it was Ice Age, I'm not sure, and put the OEM KYBs back on it, which that's not a big deal. I can run that KYB suspension in the front, not a huge deal at all. Has a GGB mountain can on it, and as you guys know, I am sponsored by GGB, so we are going to actually switch that out between a mountain can to a quiet can and back and forth. So you guys are going to be able to see, you know, what both of those cans do to this sled as far as noise, performance, that kind of stuff goes. Performance really shouldn't be, you know, an issue with either of those cans. That I don't think one's going to perform better than the other at all, but the sound will be a major difference. Does have 4-inch cheater risers with the mountain bar delete, which I never use a mountain bar. You really don't need a mountain bar, but it's gone. What else is on this? It is clutched, so that is awesome. No mods under the hood except for, I guess, the clutching and the exhaust. Shorter risers, like I said. It did come with a brake guard. I'm actually getting that blasted so that we can Cerakote it. And yeah, we have a whole, I guess, build, if we want to call it that, for this sled. So the wrap came off. Deviant Ink is going to supply me with a new wrap for this. I think you guys are going to love it. It is super unique, really sick. I'm really pumped about it. Does have this top box right here, this compartment, which is amazing on these dudes. It looks really small, but it is not. You can fit so much in this. So what are we going to do to this sled? Well, first off, we are going to wrap it. Number one, we're going to wrap it for sure, because we're getting rid of this Ice Age wrap, which was a pretty killer wrap in my opinion. We're going with a Deviant Ink wrap. I'm going to let you guys kind of have an opinion on that for sure. Also, we're going to upgrade the ski rubbers. We're going to put the Solid King ski rubbers in it. We are doing a USB kit. We're going to cover the front shocks. Quiet can. We have new high faxes to go on it because one of these, for some reason, on the other side, you can see that they're a white color too, which I don't love the white. So we got black ones. We're going to change those out. What else? Of course, our Munster products. We are doing a T-motion delete in the rear and then a finger throttle up front. I cannot ride a sled without a finger throttle anymore. I am sold. I'm addicted to it. It is the only way that I ride. And, you know, some more things, but we're just going to have to wait and see. So you guys will have to stay tuned. Tell me what you think. Are you guys excited about the Gen 4 Turbo? I'll tell you what, I am so excited to finally have that horsepower on the mountain. I've been running an NA sled my entire life. I've ridden a couple turbos and they are a whole nother animal. Now, having this Ice Age skid on here, and it does have the 3-inch paddles, by the way, the 3-inch track. So having this Ice Age skid on here with those 9-inch wheels, this is technically only, we measured it up against a 154. There's a daggum cricket in here. Anyway, we measured it up against a 154, and what we found was this skid is only about 6 inches longer than a 154. So this is going to be a pretty rowdy sled. It's definitely going to get up for sure, which is what I wanted. I've got a little bit more length with the 165 track, but not a true 165 because those wheels bring it in. The skid's a little bit shorter. It's going to be amazing. So I'm really pumped to see how this sled handles, especially on the side hills. Having an XM, I'm used to paneling out all the time. I'm used to having those issues going uphill. So with the T-motion delete, the Elevate spindles, and the Ice Age rails, I think this sled is going to be awesome on the snow. So we'll see what happens. It's in great condition. Runs like a raped ape. Sounds great. I would start it tonight, but it is midnight. So we'll have to wait until we get that GGB quiet can too. But I'm thrilled. This is going to be a great sled. It's going to be a whole different year for me. We're going to step up the video content. We're going to step up the riding content. I want to grow as a rider on this sled, get really used to it before I finally upgrade to a Gen 5. I am waiting for Skidoo to fix a few of the issues some of them with the drive shaft, chain case stuff, all that. It sounds like the 24s are going to be dialed this year. So in the meantime, we're gonna run another Gen 4, We're going to run a Gen 4, and in my opinion, a really decked out Gen 4. So I couldn't ask for more upgrades. Just the suspension, the spindles, the skid, risers, everything that is already on this alone. I mean, we're looking at probably $1,500 to $2,000 in upgrades just on this sled. So it is, well, actually more than that, because the suspension alone is about $1,000. So it's gonna be awesome. It's huge, huge upgrade for me. I could not be more excited. Okay guys, that is our sled reveal. If you're all about that sled life, go get this tee, danmxmotoco.com. I would really appreciate the support. I love making this stuff for you guys. I love putting out content. I'm super pumped for snowmobile season. Crossing my fingers for a steep, deep, gnarly winter this year, like we had last year. It's gonna be awesome. I'm pumped. So this 165 is gonna take me places that I only dreamed of going last year. So really excited. We've got some major upgrades, some major stuff coming from my sponsors. You guys will see everything. It's gonna be a good year. So thanks for watching. If you guys liked it, please give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't. If you're here for the first time, welcome to the channel. Let's get it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.